Can't even name one person that's keeping up. How it was in the past tense. Ask yourself, how do we match up now? Because I'm only 20.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Miami Dolphins. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready.
There's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard.
Ready. All right, fellas.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. The Dolphins at 3-6 now on the year, and they come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers of 5 straight.
And far be it from me to go ahead and go gloom and doom, right? If they fall down 7-0, 14-0, all of a sudden the cycle starts all over again. So the best way out of this for them, they need something to happen positive early in this game. That's a great way to help break this losing skid.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Ready. Ready, team.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That is incomplete. Take a look at this Patriots defense. They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Keon White got in there for the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And they punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. A carry here for Trevion Henderson. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Tyrell Dodson, the one to bring him down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that.
To throw, it's May. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Well, first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Throwing here is May. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Flying in to pick up that sack, Jordan Brooks.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's May. Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And the Pats are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2.
At the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Bell brings it in across the formation. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
First down, Patriots.
Henderson running straight ahead. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. We talk about this Miami defense. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
Given 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
Here's 3rd and 3. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. A first carry for Tyler Algier. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Now is Andres Borregales to try the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the Dolphins with a road victory, so they'll look for the sweep now here in Miami. From the gun, it's Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. He's still on his feet. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. The extra point up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Patriots 3.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
From the 22 now, here's the 2nd down and 9. They'll throw with May. They'll get this to Bell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. Oh, able to avoid him. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 50 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll go back to Henderson on 1st down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, May. And his throw is incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
To the air, May. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. On 4th down, out comes Andres Borregales for the Patriot field goal. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left, and that will keep this a 4-point game.
Looked like you might have overcompensated there for being on the right hash because you got to make sure you get the angle right. But that time he started it too far left and winds up hooking it way too far.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. 2nd and 7.
All right, come on.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And Hardline's going to get it over the 40 to the 42. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Get right here. Ready.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Solo left, Zion. Solo left. All right, go. Ready. 21G.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Hey, come on, two.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins are able to widen their advantage. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. Well, let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
Andy, you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words every time we hear that. things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I think we could all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Tua sets up to pass it. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Turn on 3, turn on 3, watch it, Oscar.
Tua going to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Patriots are going to hang. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off.
From the start, what you said, it's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Dolphins will take over here, 43-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 in the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. 2nd and 9.
All right.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
First down.
First
and 10.
Now Tua. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 as the Patriots
Looking to pass. Tua. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Marte Mapu. And the Pats are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the 2nd half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Looking to put a drive together. The tight end Henry here in motion. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Patriots first down. A gain of 16 yards. First down.
Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. And he stopped immediately there. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 40.
Back to throw here. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's May. He'll get this into the hands of the wideout from LSU. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. They'll try and throw for it with May. That's to his running back, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. From the shotgun, May with it. Throw caught by Flowers. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Dolphins' 38-yard line.
To throw, it's May. Now he'll tuck this and run. Boy, a dangerous throw there. Fortunate for him, it'll wind up incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Throwing here is May. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Fourth down, here's May. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
A gain of 7.
Here's May. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great play there. 30 yards. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score.
So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for two.
The Patriots will line up for a 2-point.
They're going to try to throw for it.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good.
14, Patriots 9.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Tua going to give this to Wright.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Watch it, Oscar. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. What?
Here's Tua. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll give this to Wright, running right. And some room to run now. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Extra point attempt to come here.
And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Dolphins 21, Patriots 9.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Pats at the line, ready to go. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
They'll throw with May. Short pass caught by Henry. Look at the big man rumble. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards. Well, real of a sudden, they've got a first down in the red zone.
First down, Patriots.
May going to back this one forward. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Second down and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 12-yard line.
A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter. This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Henderson will try to run for the first. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
They're going on 4th down. May. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Patriots have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Next to score, Dolphins 21, Patriots 16.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. On play action, here's Tua. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brewer. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16, and the Dolphins